What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. So Ralo was released from federal prison today in celebration with helicopters, stretch limousines, with some type of ghetto parade, you know, full of a lot of guys. I'm not one of these persons, man, that say things like free such and such because they locked up, I mean, or in celebration of brothers getting out when they're actually living a life of crime and destroying the communities and killing people and things like that. So I'm not one of them persons that say that type of stuff. You know, I'm just amazed at how the world say things and people never even challenge or think about the things that they say. Like when they say stuff like this, I wouldn't wish prison on one of my worst enemies. Why not? If you out here killing people, hurting people, breaking the law, what else you supposed to do with them? Just allow it to keep on going on, allow them to keep killing and hurting people and raping people, and like that stuff be sounding stupid. That sounds so stupid. I'm just ain't one of the ones that do that. However, when the brother didn't spend time in prison, here's another thing. Prison ain't bad. Prison ain't bad when you actually been doing wrong. Now, prison is wrong if a person is wrongfully accused and you end up with something you didn't do or somebody lied on you. Yeah, then that, look, that's bad, but that could even become good too, depending on how you use it. Because it's never wrong when you're trying to better yourself. Like, let's say, for instance, a person was locked up for doing something that he didn't do. So he wrongfully locked up and been wrongfully accused. However, he still can correct and fix things that was messed up in his life to help him become better, to actually just, even if he get released or be exonerated, he could actually work on things about him that actually may have landed him in them situations, even though he was innocent. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you always should look toward the positive. Now, when you think about the Ralo situation, man, so this brother was locked up for smuggling a lot of drugs. When you look at his case, that stuff crazy. So this brother and them, he had bought a little small project, gated the projects up. They were selling drugs in the project that he had bought. So he doing like some real New Jack City Carter type stuff. Using his record label to sell drugs. That was crazy. When you look at how the feds was talking about how they got him, this brother and them taking plane trips to California, and when the plane land, his record label trucks coming and pick up the people like they doing like they doing music concerts and tours, and they bringing in drugs. So they flying private plane, and the pilot end up reporting them while in the air to the feds. Like, I don't like what's going on here. You should have known that. You had a white pilot. Here go a plane full of black people smoking weed, talking crazy, cursing and jacking, just looking like living like they're above the law. The white man report them. They land. They got their real trucks with their record label signs on them, coming to pick them up from the airport with 400 pounds of weed and stuff like that. So look, what's crazy, so the feds popped them off. Ralo find out about it because he wasn't there. He goes straight to the internet. And guess what this man just said on the internet? He's go to the internet and say, I just lost $1 million in one day. That's what he say after they get popped off. Then he decides, next time I'm going to make sure it go through, because y'all must have did something wrong. So I'm going to see it through myself. So they do it again, the same exact way. Same exact record label trucks. Listen, this is no lie. The same exact way. Book a private plane, right back to Los Angeles. Record label trucks come pick them up after they get to work, and they met again by the feds. How you talking about world's dumbest criminals? How stupid could that be? Like, hold on a second, man. Wait, where my damn gavel at? Here, take it. Take it. Bang the gavel on your damn self. Don't worry. I'll do it for you. No. No, 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 no. No. Man, get out of here with that trash, man. You always losing. Crazy. That now tell me if that's not crazy. That's crazy. But that's what he did. Then he ended up getting locked up. So he did 6 years in a federal prison. Now he's out. I'm looking at all these people that coming to see him and look like he's finna go right back to the same thing. I'm just gonna keep it real. You'll figure when you're in prison, things should humble you, seeing that things change in prison. When you was out, nobody could tell you what to do. You don't want to listen to nobody. You the boss, you the man, you calling all the shots. When you go to prison, that's entirely different. Now you doing what you're told to do. You got to cut the lights off at a certain time. You got to take showers at a certain time. You got to eat at a certain time. You better be respectable mostly all the time. So now you under authority. You humbly putting your hand behind your back. You humbly spreading your cheeks. You humbly lifting your nuts. You want that slop that they feeding you. Because you ain't got nothing else to eat. You want it. You ain't gonna just eat noodles all day long and potato chips. You want that carton of milk. You want that apple. You want them tater tots. And now you get out. Now you act like you just wasn't up under all that. I seen one scene. Well, somebody tying his shoe for him. Like a guy tying his shoe for him. Like, really, man? And he's standing there like, and that's how you know it's finna go right back to the same old thing. Then it's a lot of dudes, a group of dudes in another scene screaming, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. At the same time saying, the police ain't stopping SHIT. Police ain't stopping SHIT. You see what I mean? See, people join religion that actually condone and co-sign their lifestyle they want to live. They believe they praising God at the same time, glorifying crime. At the same time, glorifying crime. Because again, remember, Allah is not God. Allah was created by Satan. That's the Babylonian God of Baal. That's what it is. People do not like to study. They do not like to do their research. And people think because they calling it God that it's going to be accepted by God. It's not at all. No type of way whatsoever. It's stupid to actually put your soul on the line without investigating the very thing by which you believe in. Like most Muslims are foolish of when they don't understand what they believe in, especially when it comes to black Muslims. Every time I see a black person claiming they're a Muslim, it just let me know they don't study at all, or they just retarded. You either don't study at all or you just retarded. When you know that you under a religion that was created by a man who hated black people. Muhammad hated black people. He didn't like black people. He had black slaves. It's actually a law over there in them countries that if you even said he was black, the penalty is automatic death. It's written in the Hadith, which is the recorded record of his life, that he was white. I'm gonna put all that stuff. I'm crazy. I have all of that. That he was white. Even in the Quran, it speaks about black people going to hell and white people go to heaven. Even in the Hadiths, when they given how Adam was created, it says Allah tapped him, struck his right shoulder, and white people came out, and Allah said, heaven is for y'all. And then Allah struck his other shoulder, and black people came out as dark as coal. And Allah said to the black people, hell is for you, and I don't care. See, they don't look into that type of stuff. They just go with the flow of what somebody told them and believe. They are deceived and persuaded. And the reason why I'm saying this about this brother in this situation is because this is what he claimed to represent. So he adopts that same spirit and nothing really changes. Nothing really changes. It goes right back to where he left off from. Because you know how brothers do it in the hood. Let's just be honest. They're always trying to be slick on how they're going to do something. And when you ain't got your mind and heart right, what happens is when you go to jail, you find yourself trying to become a better criminal. You retrace your steps to see what you did wrong and try to say, next time I do it, I'm going to do it better. This time, rather rocking with them, I'm going to rock with them. This time I got a better plug from such and such. Then you meet plugs while you locked up also. And these things like this is just regular, man, and it's common. Just keeping it real, man. All you gotta do is pay attention to the spirits. And you always got guys who always wanted to be in that actually pull you right back into that lifestyle. This the era we live in now. The era we live in now, man, you don't have people actually holding you accountable and actually challenging you to be more positive, to be legal, to be loving to your family, to be a father to your children, to be a husband, to respect life, to have compassion for others, to be mindful of God. You don't have that in this era. This era, people co-sign and condone anything you do wrong. They don't have no problem with it, especially if they feel like it's not hurting them in some type of way, or they feel they can benefit from it some type of way by condoning you, by honoring you, by exalting you, in the hope that they can get something out of what you doing. And you have so many brothers like that. And I guarantee you, it's people in his ear right now telling them, or even before he got out, like, no, sit back. You ain't got to do nothing, King. We got it all covered. You know what I'm saying? You could just sit back. You ain't even got to be seen. See, that's what they do too. Because they try to do that to me. Oh, man, you ain't got to do nothing. Just sit back. We'll do it all for you. You can front the money, or you can hook us up with the plug. Then we'll do everything and just bring you the money. Nobody ain't never got to see you. Then you begin to reason with yourself like, yeah, I ain't got to do nothing. All I got to do is sit back and get this money. Come on, man. Ain't no right way to do wrong, no wrong way to do right. Wrong is wrong, and you will get caught for it. Trust me when I tell you this. You ain't got to worry about the cops seeing you. You ain't got to worry about the feds coming to get you. You ain't got to worry about the snitching telling on you. You ain't got to worry about the stick-up man like most people do who in the game like that. God gonna get you in this life and in the next. We tend to be thinking that the police got God got you. That's what you don't get. And I just see that stuff repeating itself again, man. These brothers trying so hard to always compete with each other. He got this chain this big, I want a bigger chain. His watch costs this much, I'm getting a watch that costs more. He got a girl like that, I'm getting 2 girls. He got this car, I'm getting 2 of them cars. It's always competition, so the eyes could be on you. So that the eyes could be on you. And they ignorant, they don't even understand. That comes with a lot of responsibilities and consequences you do not want to pay for, but always wanting to get the eyes on you. And it's sad that we could look in this day and age, cut on the TV, and we could see rappers just dying, getting their brains blew out, getting indicted. If you ain't getting your brains blew out, you're getting indicted. It's just sad the era we live in, man. It's just terrible. And like I said, I'm seeing this brother getting out, no humbleness. Back to like, yeah, it's me again, wanting everybody to praise him, wanting everybody to worship him, wanting everybody to exalt him. And there you go, going right back into the same old thing, man. They're just the era we live in, man. And so many people just ready to praise and worship. You know, it's crazy when I be reading the word of God, right? The Bible. I'd be reading, I'd be like, wow, I can't believe them people was doing that stuff, that they actually were worshiping statues and idols and worshiping gods and things like that and choosing them over God. And then when I look at life and I look at what's going on, that's the same thing we do. That's the same thing we do, like all the time, man. And we worship statues. We worship those statues, and we do the same thing they do back then. We even do it worse now. We do it worse now. No, man. It's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's a question. It's yours. That brother got out, man. I'm going to pray for the brother. Hopefully, man, he can get his mind right and turn to the right thing. But that man a Muslim. So he got a satanic spirit that he chant and pray on all the time. And that's the danger in that. I'm going to do a study on that and let y'all see how deep this stuff really go. And it's just terrible. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's some question. It's yours. Ralo released from prison. I already know what's finna happen. You know, when you older like this and you done seen this stuff, none of this stuff take you by surprise. Not at all.